Honestly, I think I also used to have a chocolate addiction. I love chocolate. I don't eat it as much anymore because it's literally made from milk, and I've had the Lindt. I think it's Lindt. They have this oat milk chocolate. It's so good until you eat too much and it starts to like taste a little bit funny because it's not made with, like dairy milk. It's not milk chocolate necessarily. And I feel like since I became vegan, I've had to suppress my just love for chocolate. And it's not even just like chocolate candy. It's also chocolate men. I love men with beautiful, deep chocolate brown skin. I think the deepest, richest tones of brown skin men are just so divine and supreme, and I just want them to know that I love them so much. And going back to like actual chocolate, like candy, I used to eat Snickers. I used to be a Snickerhead. And the commercial where they're like, you're not you when you're hungry, so eat a Snickers? Actually, that's me. Like, those commercials definitely are accurate if you're somebody who loves Snickers. And I think what I liked about it is that Snickers, it wasn't just like one layer of chocolate. It's just multi-dimensional. You got all this stuff going on in your mouth, and it's just like, ooh. I like Hershey Kisses too. They're so cute. And I love dark chocolate. A lot of people don't like dark chocolate because it's bitter. It's bitterness, and it's not as sweet as milk chocolate. And I think that's like literally the reason why I love it. I love it because of that bitterness. I love the bitter tastes that certain foods can have. Like, I love the bitterness of the coffee bean. That's why I drink it black. I love dark chocolate. I just love how things taste in their natural state. When they don't get all this extra stuff like mixed in it. Like, I feel like I've done a pretty good job at training and nurturing my taste buds so that they crave and are much more accepting of natural flavors than ones that are artificial. And even to the point where energetically I'll just be like, nah. Like, I don't want to eat that without even tasting it. And the truth is, before I really eat anything, especially when I go into the grocery store, I pick something up, the first thing I do is turn it around and I read what's on it. Like, that's the first thing that I do. And I'm so proud of myself because being vegan, I feel like that's something that's so important. It's a part of the journey, figuring out what's inside of everything that you consume. Like, what is this, And I feel like with packaging, things look so pretty and it looks so promising. And sometimes your body, may think that it wants something. And I feel like it's just about being cautious and knowing what it is that you're feeding yourself. So I read everything. And if I see something that I don't like, especially those ones, you know what I'm talking about, those freaking packages that say may contain, and it lists like everything under the freaking sun. If it may contain it, I don't want to eat it. Like, it may have all that stuff in it. You might as well just like put that it does contain it, because I feel like even the possibility can be misleading. And I feel like not everyone has the willpower, or I want to say like the judgment to believe, these brands and these food companies, whatever, that say that their stuff may contain, and some people just be like, oh, it says it may contain, it doesn't mean that it does. No, you might as well just take them for their word. And just if it is a possibility, then it's a reality. And so whenever I just see something that I don't like, I put it down, you know. And I feel like sometimes you can't always be picky. It's just that I would prefer for my packaging to like be a part of the whole like non-GMO project thing. You know how it has like the little cute like butterfly thing on it? That, when it's like organic, even though organic is a very loosely used term nowadays, and I feel like just because something says organic doesn't necessarily mean that it's good for you. Just want to put that out there. Although having organic on there is a bonus. And I prefer for my packaging to specifically state that it is vegan certified, because just because something says dairy free doesn't necessarily mean that it's vegan. And I feel like being vegan is sort of like a religious sacrifice. It's more religious to me than it is just, oh, I want to be healthy. Oh, I want to look good. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really about that. It's about my religion and the fact that I value the life that I live. And that life not only being the one that I am consciously perceiving, just also, that's our ice maker if you just heard all that ruckus. Also, the life that I am subconsciously connected to. And just that I don't want to put anything in my body that just tastes good or just looks good. You know, I want to make sure it's actually doing good things to me. And that's how I feel about everything. That's how I feel about relationships. That's how I feel about music. That's how I feel about everything. I was gonna say that's how I feel about men. But like, no, seriously though, I'm being so honest. So that's my little spill. I think I'm gonna stop there. Okay.